Hello everyone, it's me, Juan Gamer back in another video. You guys already know, the video got cut off. I don't know why. I feel like maybe I need to get another tablet or something, but anyways, we're gonna continue off. No stalling no more. It's already 20 seconds, let's go.
Then here we are in chapter 2, and Mommy says this.
But you worked here.
Yes, we did.
So if anyone deserves to die alone, it's you.
How does she know that we worked here unless she recognizes us? We know, thanks to tapes from people like Marcus Brickley, that most employees weren't aware that the factory
You see right there, Jacksepticeye.
giant living boys.
I took a peek beneath the gate, and some massive bloody thing was doddering about the bloody hallway.
Thing? You're sure it wasn't a person?
Ain't no person that's 50 feet long with 1,000 legs.
Marcus, you're losing me. Maybe you just saw a bunch of people walking by.
Look, it wasn't people, alright? I haven't a bloody notion what it was, but it wasn't human.
Plus, in front of the emergency exit that you find after falling through the vent, there's a note from Eddie M.N. Ritterman that also confirms this. Quote, this project should only be known about by those with the authority at Warrenbach and those with authority at Playtime. So, for Mommy to recognize us as an employee, we need to be someone with the authority to be involved in the experimentation. She's shown to be aware of the scientists throughout the factory thanks to a note that we find in the water treatment area. This note discusses experiment 1222, aka Mommy Longlegs. And in this note, we learn that she's being hostile to scientists working there. The note ends with, quote, have her transferred to high security maintenance immediately. Conditioning can begin. We also hear about suppression treatments from a VHS tape about 1006. But as we know in indie horror games, conditioning is never a painless process.
Let's encourage baby to cheer up with a controlled shock.
I promise, I'm really not trying to make this game sound more and more like FNAF. The stuff just kind of writes itself.
Exactly.
If Mommy was being conditioned by these people, it would make sense that she feels like we deserve to die alone. I'm not sure I'd be too happy to see my torturer alive again either. So if we're not just some employee at the factory, are we a scientist then? One of the many people working on the experiments? No. And we know this based on this room. Just after you chase Mommy and Poppy down a giant hole, you wind up in a tube slide. If you turn around, you'll see that this room actually has a number of slides in it, each one with the name of a high-ranking member of Playtime Co. listed above. We just came out of the slide with the name Elliot Ludwig above it, who we already know is the creator, founder, and CEO. The other slides have the names Leith Pierre, Eddie MNR, and Stella Graber. We were first introduced to Leith Pierre right at the very beginning of Chapter 1.
Hi, my name is Leith Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at the Playtime Co. Toy Factory.
Okay, so it's not him.
His voice is the person interviewing Marcus.
So, Marcus, what happened?
You see, I was heading home for the day when my apars realised that I left me bloody wallet in the cafeteria. So I'm running through the lobby, and that's when I see it. A mop handle lodged under the innovation wing gate.
Now, what Marcus said there might seem insignificant, but it's not. It's Jacksepticeye. Of course, he's going to be important for the lore. Before jumping into the hole after Mommy and Poppy, if you look around, you can actually see 5 corridors that lead to different wings of the factory, like the game station and innovation. 5 slides, 5 different wings to the factory. So if this is truly a center point leading to all the different wings, and all the slides lead from high-ranking members' offices, it would stand to reason that each name is associated with a different wing of the factory. For example, one of the wings is labeled Play Place, which sounds very similar to where Chapter 3 has taken place, Play Care. We know that Stella is someone with authority at Playtime, as she was in charge of sorting through all the orphan kids' test scores. And therefore, the one that would decide which kids move forward on the train headed to the next stop, Play Care, where she could then monitor and begin the experimentation process. And as Stella's voice is heard in the game station, it would lead me to suspect that Stella's in charge of all play elements of the facility. So the Play Place would likely come under her control. This leaves us with 2 wings left, research and production. Eddie MNR is a bit hard to pinpoint as we've only ever had 1 letter from him, but his note does refer to the creation of the lab that these experiments are taking place in. As such, it makes the most sense for him to be the head of research, or some similar sort of title, which leaves us then with the production wing. You see, this is where we come in. You see, there are 4 slides with names that we've already mentioned, but there is one more. In the right-hand corner, hidden in shadow, I suspect that this one is our slide. Someone who is high enough at the company to be aware of the living boys. Someone important enough for Mommy to recognize. Someone with an elite enough title that they got their own tube slide. We are the head of production. We're the ones putting these toys together, using the parts of the children from the game station.
Oh,
and when the toys
no.
malfunctioned and needed conditioning, they'd be sent right back to production for us to fix the faulty product. That is why we're here. It's the only wing of the factory that's left unaccounted for. It explains our role in the narrative. It explains why Mommy recognizes us and why we're back. To either atone for our sins or to burn the entire place down so no one ever finds out what we did here. That's not the end of it though. If I'm right, and this is meant to be our slide, we've actually...
Yeah. It's either atoning their sins or it's burning the place down. And, you know, it's either you're taking the Michael route where you're atoning a family sin, or in this case, your sin, or you're just there to burn the entire thing out. I'm starting anew. The past needs to die. Kill it if you must. Star Wars reference. But anyways.
Given a name. I mentioned that the fifth slide has no name above it, but the letters for the sign do seem to be present just on the floor. Jahyeonbaim. Now, names are hard. They're not normal words. Technically, anything can be a name, and you certainly can't just...
Yeah, and there was like Stella Gregor, Lugwid. Like, we're not gonna have a normal name on this one. So unless this is true that we're head of production, I don't think our name is going to be, you know, a sounding name. And no offense to anyone who has Stella Gregor or Gregor or Lugwood as their names. Okay, I'm pretty sure that there are some people out there who have those names. I'm just saying it because, you know, it's very uncommon here.
Plug it into a word unscrambler to solve it for you. The team and I spent a few hours trying various combinations of letters, and I spent even longer going through both chapters of the game trying to find some kind of a clue to point me in the right direction. Some initials or a document with only a first or last name attached, but so far, nothing. I did come up with a couple of possibilities, though. Things like Benjamin Yo, Benjamin Hoey, or J Bohemian. Can't say that they're anything definitive. However, there was one that stood out from the rest. One that seemed to fit with the world of this game and with the other names of characters. Ladies and gentlemen, I predict that our character's name is, drumroll please,
Yeah, come on. Oh.
Jamie B. Honey. Feels like it fits into a toy factory, doesn't it? We are Jamie B. Honey, the head of production, returning to the factory to try and undo all the wrongs that he and his co-workers committed all those years ago. Or, you know, we're trying to make sure that everything stays buried. We were vital to the production of these living toys, turning them from regular plastic and fur into the hellish nightmares that we see. And the future chapters are only going to reveal more monsters. And maybe it'll confirm the fact that in this story, the humans were the real monsters all along. But hey, that's just a theory. Again!
I'm ready for that jump scare.
Thanks for watching.
No jump scare? Okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So we're Jamie B. So we're just Jamie. Alright. Well, we're just gonna have to wait until chapter 3 comes out. So, yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Again, I want to apologize for the video cutting off. Do note that storage will be handled. Or if it just continues happening, I might as well just go and find another tablet. Probably buy another device that can hold stuff. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be the end of the video. Like the video and you enjoy. Comment down below to see, you know, you can suggest what you want me to react to, okay? You can suggest to me what you want me to react. And subscribe. We're trying to upload as much as we can. So, this is OneGamer54 signing off.